are glad to have you, right, Mona?
Hey, Clyde, you know what? I can hear our director in my ear, but I can't hear you. So I'm just going to say I'm doing great. Okay.
That's exactly right.
Was that now I can hear you.
You know, Mona, sometimes I can hear our director in my ear, too, and that's an experience. Anyway, thank you all.
It is.
Yep. Thank you all for joining us on what is National Just Because Day. Now, this is a day to do stuff just because you want to do it. It's something that started in the late 50s, and it's been rolling ever since then. So, Mona, like, maybe you want to do something your mom told you to do just because. Or in your case, maybe you find an outfit at the mall that you've been admiring.
That is a great idea.
Yep.
You know what? I did something this morning, Clyde, that was just because. I had some shoes in a cart, and I was waiting and waiting and waiting, and today I bought them. Just because they were finally on sale and an additional 25% off. So,
yeah. Now
I bought shoes today.
Good. Here's another thing you can do, Mona, because I know you're like this. You can pick up the tab for that table in the restaurant next to you just because. It's the kind of thing you would do.
When I go back to restaurants, Clyde, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Yeah, like on the 12th of never, right? Well, anyway, today is the day to do that. Maybe take a little day off and go fishing or something like that. But that's just one of the many things that we have for you in our program today. Later this morning, we'll answer the question, can bouncing on a trampoline give teen parents a leg up in life? And also, can you believe beer makers targeted babies in our community? Yep. You can find out why in Cincinnati Curiosities. But first, we're starting with art. You know, the French painter Edgar Degas once said, art is not what you see, but what you make others see. And a local artist is creating a whole new lens through which he sees the world and which he shares with us. And to tell us more this morning, I want to welcome that artist, Jason Erler. Jason, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Clyde, thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. So tell us how you got started in painting in the first place.
You know, I feel like I've been an artist my whole life, Clyde. I just went to a lot of museums, and I found my way to art, and I taught myself how to do it.
Okay, so it really struck a chord of passion in you.
Oh, absolutely. I love the way that a single image can create a range of emotions and tell an entire story just in one single picture.
Okay, so now you are defined as a contemporary artist. What gives you your inspiration?
Oh, I really love ancient art. I obviously like the pyramids and ancient sculpture. I really like the way that those stories can be told through those kinds of images.
And as I'm looking at your work on the air, it is first of all visually arresting and very stunningly beautiful stuff. It appears to be kind of a lot of use of bright colors and contrasting colors and things of that nature. How do you choose the colors that you're going to use when you're doing a work?
Well, you know, when you look at ancient art, all we see is, you know, beige or the crisp white of those ancient Greek statues. I really think that adding these colors to my work makes a difference, and I mix all of my colors by hand, and I take a great amount of time to choose and create my colors. I don't use any colors straight from the tube.
And those are beautiful colors too, but also I see a lot of geometric patterns in your work. What is it about those that appeals to you?
I love symmetry, precision. I like the way that the hard edges of geometric patterns work with the soft colors that I use.
Okay, all right. So let's talk a little bit about how folks can check out your work and connect with what you do. How do they find you?
Absolutely. You can find me. I have a website. It's jasonerler.com. And you can also find me on Instagram. I post every day.
JasonErler.com. A little bit of technical difficulty there, Jason, but I think we got the gist of it all. And we certainly do appreciate you talking to us this morning.
Well, the craft beer industry is booming right now in the tri-state. There was a time when the beer industry had to fight to stay alive. The beer industry even came up with some interesting ad campaigns, including ones geared toward children before a legal drinking age was established. It's another Cincinnati curiosity.
We remember the roaring 20s as a time when hot jazz, racy flappers, and especially speakeasies fueled one long, wild party. The decade began 100 years ago with Prohibition, the federal Volstead Act banning the manufacture, transportation, and sale of alcohol, eliminated thousands of jobs and hit especially hard in Cincinnati, where 25 breweries supplied hundreds of neighborhood saloons. For more than a decade, Cincinnati brewers saw the handwriting on the wall and knew an army of temperance activists was making headway in the state legislatures and the halls of Congress. In response, Cincinnati's beer barons poured all their advertising dollars into a campaign aimed at building public support for beer, beer, and more beer. As a first step, the brewers abandoned their allies among the distillers by claiming that whiskey and other spirituous liquors were evil, but beer was a true temperance drink. Then the brewers proclaimed that beer was patriotic, hallowed in American history, beloved by sailors and soldiers. Even more damning, the evil German Kaiser was a known teetotaler. Next, the brewers tried to position beer as a health food, declaring that it was a bodybuilder, liquid bread, a health tonic, created from absolutely pure ingredients and recommended as a medicine. In order to portray beer as a beverage consumed anywhere except those horrible smoke-filled saloons, breweries put beer drinkers outdoors, golfing, fishing, camping. 50 years before the Marlboro Man sold cigarettes, cowboys sold beer. Beer, the brewers declared, belonged at every family table as a sign of true hospitality, the perfect accompaniment to mom's cooking, and just the sort of drink to serve to your guests as they departed in their automobiles. As a last resort, Cincinnati breweries claimed that beer was an ideal drink for children of all ages, even infants. A series of updated nursery rhymes illustrated toddlers enjoying bottles of beer while playing or as a nightcap. The Christian Moorline Brewery abandoned all subtlety with an ad that plainly proclaimed that its national export beer was good for little tots. Alas, the campaign changed few minds. When Prohibition slammed the saloon doors shut, it claimed beer as a victim right along with hard liquor and other spirituous concoctions. For the next decade, spiders built webs in Cincinnati's abandoned breweries, while bootleggers built a market for bathtub gin.
And I want to welcome back the man behind these Cincinnati Curiosities, Greg Hand. Happy New Year to you.
And to you, Mona.
Always good to have you on. Okay, I got to ask, were they serious?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, Mona. This was incredible. The beer industry, the alcohol industry, was so certain that they were going to hold Prohibition at bay that they were getting a little cocky getting into the early 1900s. And when they realized the tide was turning, it was turning quickly. And they panicked. This was, after all, one of the top 5 industries in the United States at the time. They thought they were too big to fail, and the voters told them otherwise. So, of course, they were serious about this.
So then, how did the people respond to the ads?
You know, it depended on your background, because what they were really doing with these advertisements is tying into the traditions of a lot of the families. For instance, in Cincinnati, in German families, you did start drinking beer at a very early age. You did start enjoying beer as part of the dinner table. And what they were really trying to do was to disassociate themselves from the saloons.
Okay.
Saloons evil, home good, and so their ads were aimed at this family.
So you can be home with your family,
Yes.
enjoying beer and
Right.
alcohol. Okay. All right. So was this a Cincinnati thing, or did other?
This was nationwide.
Really?
This was absolutely nationwide. One of the biggest proponents of this approach toward fighting prohibition was Mr. Bush from the Anheuser-Busch company. He was involved in providing advertising materials throughout the South, throughout the East Coast, trying to fight prohibition, and most of his advertising was saying beer is a family drink.
Wow. Okay. So do you know around the time that they raised the age for drinking beer, when was that?
There have been several stages, but they started as a compromise once beer was legal again in the 1930s, saying, okay, we're going to make it legal, but it can only be over 21. And then for a while you could get 3-2 beer.
I remember the 3-2 beer at 18, right?
You couldn't possibly remember.
I just remember it. Yeah, I didn't indulge, right?
Yeah. For a while, and so eventually I think we're going to end up like Europe, where 16 is the drinking age.
Wow, okay. Where can people find you, Greg? Get more Cincinnati Curiosities.
Just Google Cincinnati Curiosities and you will find my countenance staring back at you.
All right, always a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming on, Greg.
Thank you.
Was it me, or did Mona get a little animated around that 3-2 beer? Anyway, coming up here on Cincy Lifestyle, get ready to jump for a good cause. A unique form of fundraiser is coming up, and you'll want to hear all about it. It's called Trampoline Tap Out. We'll tell you about that and more in just a few minutes. Welcome back. An unusual type of fundraiser is helping out charities and nonprofits in the tri-state. It's called Trampoline Tap Out, and one of the charities has been actively helping young mothers in our community for a number of years. Here now to talk with us a little bit more about what this is all about is Rosemary Oglesby Henry, the executive director of Rosemary's Babies. Rosemary, thank you so much for talking to us this morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's a good day.
Yes, it is. Good day to have you on, too. So this is the third year for the fundraiser, but for people who aren't familiar with us, tell us a little bit about how Trampoline Tap Out works.
Yeah, so the Trampoline Tap Out, normally it's in person, but this year we decided to do a COVID edition where teams will be jumping on trampolines in their homes. And the event will be ran through Zoom and social media, so people can connect directly with us and watch us from their living rooms or wherever. 20 teams will be jumping for an hour and a half, swapping every 15 minutes because we want to give them a break, of course. And the teams that stop, they tap out.
Okay.
So great event.
The teams that run out of gas tap out. Got it. So,
Yes.
so how does the money raised through this competition help community resources such as yours?
Yeah, so this year we partnered with Cincy Smiles Foundation because they were another organization in the community that was struggling through this pandemic. And the funds raised for Rosemary's Babies Company will help with housing and direct support. And the funds raised through Cincy Smiles will help with healthy dental health and tools and cleanings and things like that for youth. So this year we're focused on families.
And give us some idea of how beneficial this can be. How much did you raise on Trampoline Tap Out last year?
Yeah, so last year we raised about $8,000. This year, because it's two organizations, we've done a BHAG, a Big Hairy Audacious goal of raising $20,000. And we just want people to join in online. You can watch STEM, and we've got STEM people, and we've got performers, and we've got some great speakers. It'll be very entertaining. So we have DJ Subtle, and just very excited about this this event this year.
Well, it looks like everybody's having a good time at the video we're rolling now. Tell us a little bit about Rosemary's Babies and its specific mission. What are you in business to do?
Yeah, Rosemary's Babies Company is a teen parent and family support organization. Our mission is to provide direct care to teen parents, mothers and fathers, ages 11 through 19. We provide transportation, assistance with rent and utilities. We do parenting classes. We help teen parents transition from child to adult and child to parent, because it's a very difficult time for them to be stripped of their childhood after making the decision to, hey, I'm going to have this baby, I'm going to raise it. So as a community, we need to support them, and that's what we do here at Rosemary's Babies Company.
Just a little bit of time left, but this COVID pandemic must, I suspect, be placing an extra burden on teen parents right now, yes?
Yes. Yeah, it's placing a very tremendous burden on them. We have increased our services by about 50%, and we expect to get a 25% more increase. Teen parents aren't working because, of course, businesses are shutting down and reducing hours. Bus service is kind of off, and so they're having difficulties finding the supplies that they need in the stores. And in a lot of the communities that we serve, they are food deserts. And so Rosemary's Babies Company are filling these gaps. We're sending out gift cards to the families directly. And again, just providing all the support that we can for these young moms and dads in the community.
Sure. Okay, right quick. We can find out more about the trampoline tap out on your website. How can people connect with you through that website?
Yeah, if you just go on rosemarysbabies.co, you can learn about the trampoline tap out. You can also learn about our organization to volunteer, give, and find out what else you can do to support us in the community. You can also learn about some of our vendors and sponsors, the Good Company. We're jumping in Good Parents shirts, and we want parents to get involved.
Well, thank you so much for coming and sharing your story with us today.
Thank you so much, and have a great one.
You as well. Mona?
Well, we'll be back with more Cincy Lifestyle on the other side of the break. Plus, have you checked us out on Instagram? Oh, that is such a fun place. We post all kinds of behind-the-scenes pictures from on the set in the studio and while we're safely out in the community. So follow us right now on Instagram at Cincy Lifestyle. We'll be right back.
Take a look at our city, just absolutely beautiful. Isolated showers this morning turning into scattered showers by noon. Hit or miss rain continues throughout the evening hours. We're getting up to 87 today. Thunderstorms possible, but not likely severe if they come up at all. Coming up tomorrow here on Cincy Lifestyle, she's a rising music star from the tri-state. Mona, tell us about her.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going outside for a socially distanced lounge act. Yeah, that's going to be fun. We'll tell you more about the band Emmeline, or Emmeline. Emmeline I'm going with, and her beautiful, unique retro sound.
Then we'll have help for teachers and parents, or parentes, as we go back to school. Kenton County Library has a new position on staff that is dedicated to helping you as parents and children. All that and so much more happening tomorrow on Cincy, or some of us say Cincinnati Lifestyle. Mona.
Either way is great. Hey, Thanks for watching. Today is August 27th, and we hope you have a wonderful Thursday. Reach out to us. We love hearing from you. So let us know your thoughts. Give us your ideas. You'd be so surprised at how many people that we have on our show came from your suggestions. So let us know what you think, and we hope that, we will see you tomorrow, hopefully. And we hope that you make it a great day. Thanks for watching our video, and if you liked what you saw, hit the subscribe button. You can also check out full episodes of the show you've never seen before, or watch your favorites again and again. And as always, we love to say it, make it a great day.